y'all, welcome and/or welcome back to my channel. My name is Janae, if you didn't know, and today's video is another missing persons case. So if you're ready, let's go. Okay, y'all, so today we're going to be talking about the disappearance of Kiera Stubbs. And Kiera was born on April 15th, 1991. And at the time of her disappearance, she was a 23-year-old mother to two. She had a little girl and a little boy, and they would have been around 5 and 1 at the time. So on April 24th, 2014, in Birmingham, Alabama, Kiera was going to a Boost Mobile store to meet a man that she had met at work. Now, from everything that I gathered, this didn't sound like a male coworker. This sounded like a person who regularly came into whatever store it was that Kiera was working at. And it was a man who she seen as just a nice older gentleman who she was able to strike up a conversation with, and a person who she felt comfortable with. So the day that she was going to meet him, Kiera told her family that he had offered to fix the brakes on her car, and in return, she would help him with his daughter's hair. Because like I said, Kiera had a little girl of her own, so she knew how to do hair, and this man apparently did not know how to do his daughter's hair. And so he said, you know what, you come, you help me with my daughter's hair, I'll help you get your brake fixed, or I will fix your brakes, one of the two. And that was going to be the basis of this meeting, talking about getting her car fixed. So because Kiera's car wasn't working properly, or the brakes weren't working, or whatever the case was, her brother was going to take her to the Boost Mobile. So at about 8 o'clock in the morning, Kiera's brother took her to the Boost Mobile on 3rd Avenue West and Princeton Parkway, and he sat in the parking lot while Kiera went inside the store. And you can see all of this on video camera. You can see Kiera walking inside of the store, talking to the employees there, and then walking back outside. And it was just about 10 minutes after they arrived, after you see Kiera walking into the store, that you can see her walking out of the store and towards this burgundy Chrysler 200 with tinted back windows. And the whole time that Kiera was in the store, her brother was in the parking lot waiting for her, because I think it was his assumption that Kiera was going to get back in the car with him and they was going to go home. However, she ended up getting into the car with this guy, and once the car started pulling off, Kiera's brother decided to follow. Now, this part is just an assumption on my part, but it seems like her brother's intention was to follow the car to wherever him and Kiera were going. Like maybe it was like an auto body shop or somewhere to pick up some brakes or something like that, which I don't know, because there was an AutoZone right next door. I don't know, but maybe it was an auto body shop or something like that. And once they got there, Kiera would get back in the car with him, and then they would leave from there. However, once this burgundy Chrysler 200 hit the street, it started driving really, really fast, almost erratic. And Kiera's brother wasn't able to keep up with it. And that was the last time anybody ever seen Kiera. Now, the family was able to get in contact with this man about an hour or two later, and he told them that he had dropped Kiera off. And I'm unsure if he said where he dropped her off, but from what I understood, he just said that he dropped her off and that was it. But the family continuously tried to call Kiera throughout the rest of that day, and none of their calls were being answered. And that's when they decided to call and report Kiera missing. Now, the police say that the person in this burgundy car is a person of interest, and they say that the surveillance footage gives some clues and some evidence, but it just doesn't give enough. Now, if you look on Facebook, I'm not going to say it here, but if you look on Facebook, you can see the man who is allegedly the person of interest. Like I said, I'm not going to say it here because I don't think that the police have formally named him. But yeah, his picture is easily found on Facebook. Just do a quick little search. And again, I said he's allegedly the person of interest. And he got a little piece of criminal history on him. I mean, it's fairly recent, but if he did what they say he did in 2022, I don't doubt that he could have potentially done something to Kiera in 2014. So yeah, unfortunately though, that little piece of surveillance video and this person of interest that's where the case leaves off. That's it. I really do have so many questions. Like, if the family was able to get in contact with him, I'm pretty sure that the police were able to get in contact with him too. And the fact that she was last seen getting into his car, does that not provide enough for a warrant or a search warrant of his phone records, of his cell tower data, like something to say where he was? after he got Kiara, did they not ask him where he dropped her off at? Did they not search that area? I don't like, they could have done all of these things and they just keeping tight-lipped about it. I don't know. But I feel like there should be more. Were they not able to get her cell records? Were they not able to see where her phone last pinged? I don't know, y'all. It's just very frustrating because it seems like there's so much more that could have, should have, and should be being done. Now, granted, like I said, I don't know what the police actually know because they could have all of the information that I just asked about, but the public just doesn't know. But yeah, it just sucks because you have this footage, you have this person who was last seen with her, but nobody's been arrested or she hasn't been found. Like, this family has literally no answers. She has two children. But yeah, y'all, at the time of Kiara's disappearance, she was 5'3", 145 pounds with black hair and brown eyes, and she was wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and gray leggings. If anybody has any information about the whereabouts of Kiara Stubbs, please get in contact with the Birmingham Police Department at 205-328-9311. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.